Hello everyone and welcome to the video. In today's video we're going to be talking about how to jam. My name is Gabriel. If you don't know me, I'm a professional musician from the Los Angeles area. I play guitar, bass, and drums. I also music edit and video edit. So if you need any of those services, the best place to contact me is Gabriel_Pi_Feldman. And then my middle name is P.I. instead of P.I.E. Awesome, I'm here today with my best friend Cooper. We were just jamming on the Christmas song because it is almost Christmas time. It's past Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Or no, it's not past Thanksgiving.
No.
It's past Halloween.
Yep.
So it's moving towards Christmas time. So we're going to talk about kind of how to jam and the best way to kind of be with your buddies and start making music. So first things first, I think the most important thing, at least that I noticed when we were just picking out this song, was settling on a key. I kind of heard him just noodling around at the beginning and he was like, oh, I'm in the key of D flat. And I heard that, and I started making me think of other songs that I know are in the key of D flat. And I was like, what other songs? And then Christmas came around, and I realized that the Christmas song is in D flat major. So that kind of led me to choose this one for us to jam on because, you know, it's all about that communication. So what do you think is like the first thing that you should look for when you're trying to jam with another musician?
The first thing you should look for? Or
the first thing you should do if you're trying to jam with somebody else that you don't know?
I guess, just settle on one, who's playing which instrument. Two, pretty much like usually a jam will get started by somebody starting an idea and somebody else following it. It rarely ever goes that you just say, hey, let's jam an A, and then you just start playing an A. Like, no, that's not how it goes. Somebody starts playing something, somebody else hops on because they liked it. If they didn't like it, they probably just won't hop on. And you'll start a new idea, and then when somebody like is excited, everybody's excited about the idea, then they'll just hop on, and eventually it turns into just a jamming, you know, like.
Cool. So, what would you say? What were we talking about right as the? Wait, what were we talking about?
Cool. So, all doy shit.
What were we talking about right as the camera died? You were in the middle of something. Somebody follows, and then okay. What would you say to somebody like myself who maybe has played another instrument and is looking to move to a new instrument? What would you tell them to do in terms of like breaking into a jam, getting into a jam if you've like coming from a different instrument?
I mean, I think that you just need to have your foundation on any instrument. You need to have your foundation of like knowing your scales, knowing like basics that are going to allow you to play, and like that's the very foundation. From there you don't need anything else. You just need to like hopefully find some people that are better than you at music, or you know, who are just more knowledgeable, and try to hang out with them. And the more time you spend with somebody that's above your caliber, and that's forcing you to adjust to their expectations, the more you're pushed to work hard and to learn quickly. So if you want to get better at stuff, don't hang out with people that are worse at it than you. Hang out with people who are much better than it at you.
So let's go over some basic do's and don'ts for a jam session. Well, what's like some things you should do at a jam session to kind of help it along?
Only talk or play when it's your turn. Like, don't be a guy who's making noise if it's going to be getting in the way of, you know, talking or planning what's going on next, or other people starting a song or anything like that. Don't be a person who's just noodling or doing random stuff that's going to be noise and in the way. You never want to be in the way. especially if you're learning, you want to be just like ears and, you know, not noticed, but when you do get to, you know, play or whatever, like, you know, you can do your best, and as long as you're not getting in the way of anybody else, nobody's gonna be mad, you know. So I think it's just about like putting yourself out there and like finding the right opportunity to do it, and not abusing that, you know, not getting in the way so that people who are better than you are not gonna want to hang out anymore because it's annoying to play with you, you know, whatever. I think for a person like you who has foundation in music and then is just applying to a new instrument, I feel like it's totally a different set of, you know, like circumstances and rules that, or not, there's no rules, you know, but like, if you have an understanding, a large understanding about music, then you already know what the customs are and like what's cool to do, what's not cool to do, and stuff like that. I would say just generally waiting your turn and being, it's the same rules as life, just being a good person to be around, and then that applies to you playing.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Alright, so let's say you have a song you've been working on and you like, you don't know much about music, but you have this song that you know and you want to jam that with others. How would you suggest like bringing that up to somebody, or like bringing that to the session?
If there's a song that you've been learning and you want the opportunity to play it with others, then I say just come out and say it. Be like, hey, this is the song I just learned, you know, whatever, Get Lucky, and I really like it, like, can we jam it? And if there are a group of people who like you enough, then they're gonna agree to it, you know, and then you get to jam on it. But if it's a song that nobody vibes with and they just don't want to, you know, they might say no, or they might play it and it's just not going to feel good, it's not going to sound good because nobody wants to do it, you know. But yeah, if you have a song that you really want to play, practice it hard, get ready before the session so that you got everything ready, you know, and you don't confuse yourself or get nervous in the moment, you know. Be ready for it, and then when the moment comes, you're ready, bro. You just can do it.
Alright, let's talk about the worst case scenario. What should you do if you make a huge mistake while at a jam session? If you like play like the worst note you could possibly play, or just absolutely forget the melody.
Repeat it.
Play it again.
Repeat it and then resolve. But that's pretty advanced. No, generally I would say if you hear yourself playing in the wrong key or something's wrong, just quit for a moment and like don't keep playing just because you're like, oh, it's my turn to play. You wait until you evaluated, oh, you know what, I was in the wrong spot, here's beat 1, or I was in the wrong chords, you know, like here's the correct chord. So I would say generally if you find yourself out of place, take a moment, stop, don't, you know, no noise is always better than noise.
That's terrible.
If the noise is bad.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I think that's where we're going to end this one for today. If you have any suggestions or any other ideas that we didn't touch on in this video on how to jam or things to do and not to do during a jam session, leave them below in those comments. I'd love to see what other people have, what other people's ideas are on those, and feel free to check out some of our other videos. I have another video with Cooper in it where we're just talking about his life and interviewing him, and he's going to be on the channel for a few more videos after this too, so he'll be around. Awesome. So have a great day, and do you have anything you want to say? Finish up?
No, that's it, guys.
Shout out your channel and your Instagram?
Yeah, shout out. My Instagram is Cooper's Back, COOPERS Back, BACK. And my YouTube is Coo Beats, COO Beats. Go check it out for any fat beats. I got you.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.